All right, what's up, Bloodsucking Gamers? How y'all doing out there? Welcome to Pokemon 101, which we've been doing every Wednesday. We just give you insight into the world of Pokemon. We are starting with the background of Pokemon, the history. We started last week with Satoshi's story and how it came about, the beginnings of Pokemon. Hold on a second. Dave's actually playing the game as we speak. He's going pretty far. You guys can hear me out there. There we go. That's a little bit better, right? Just making sure that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. All right. Yeah, I'm listening to myself as I talk. That's how you test things out here. Shouts out to everybody watching. Shouts out to people in the group. Shouts out to people in the chat. Hold on one second. I don't know why my media source ain't working, but it isn't. Let me double check that shit. There we go. That's better, right? All right. So, excuse me. So, recap where we left off last week. Hope you got your pencils. Welcome to class. We told you how much the show's made. We told you, everything about the game. We told you about Pikachu. We had a whole history about that. We had a whole history about the Game Boy, the Game Boy Color. Basically, we gave you all the information you might have known, might have not known, whatever. We're not gonna hold you back. So, right now, where are you at, Dave? Do you know where you're at in the game? You don't know where you're at? Dave's like, I don't know, somewhere. He's trying to figure it out real fast. I'm gonna give him a second. We'll also give everybody else a second out there to catch up. Let you know that we're doing good. Right now, it's a rainy Wednesday in Philadelphia. Everybody's enjoying the rainy Wednesday, apparently. I'm not. But, hold up. Let's see. That's weird. How come my live scene look the same as my impression? Whatever. Shouts out to whoever just messaged me. Gucci. All right. So Dave figured out where he was. I had to let him catch up to himself real fast. Shouts out to everybody jumping in right now. Welcome to Pokemon 101. We're just letting everybody catch up. Enjoy something. Say hi. Say hi before I get started. All right. What else we got over here? Shouts out to my recent subscribers and followers. I do have a couple that just popped up. I don't know why that's not showing up on my alert box, but I'm not surprised. There's always some little shit on this. I'm just happy you can see us play video games. If anything, I'm just happy you're here. Subscriber goals. There we go. So how's your day going, people? I'll give you 3 more minutes. 7:20, we're going to start. Enjoy some music real fast. Get your water, get your pencils. If you want to get your pencils. Shouts out to the Sixers. Hopefully they beat Washington. On this beautiful, somehow 90-degree weather. In the rain. It's going to rain.
Hopefully it rains on Washington's parade. That was offensive.
Yes. Alright. So today in Pokemon, we're going to talk about them doing television. Shouts out to Dark Nemesis for following us today. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to you. Anyway, you all know Pokemon anime took over television. We all watched it. For a lot of us, that's how we got into Pokemon. So I thought it would also be appropriate to talk about the anime because without it, some of us have never started the game. But we all know because not every kid had a Game Boy, but most every kid had television. I had a television. Do you have a television? I think I had it. I think everybody I know had a television. I had my own television in my bedroom. I was special. As popular as the Pokemon video game was, it was the animated TV show that propelled the brand into the stratosphere. So as fun as the game was, without the television show, it would have probably just been another one and done. It would have probably been one off. But because of Pikachu, which we talked about last week, and how fond the creators were of it, and the television shows, used him, he was a big impact. It debuted in Japan in April of '97. It debuted on April 1st, by the way, so it's almost like a joke. But in the United States, it debuted on September 8th, 1998. So almost a year later? Over a year later. That's good. So we shouldn't have had to wait as long. But we did. The series began with Pokemon Indigo League and introduced the world to the 10-year-old Ash Ketchum. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Ash catch them all. Ash catch them all. Described by the producers as a boy full of imagination, confidence, and dreams that are almost too big for his village of Pallet Town. So basically, they gave him a backstory of why he left Pallet Town in the video games. Driven by the desire to become a Pokemon master, young Ash stumbles in the beginning, oversleeping so that he misses out on getting the 3 Pokemon he wanted, and settling in is the plot that we get. And that plot became worth a billion. We all know they're making money off of this show. They make more money off of this show probably than they do the game. That's why Nintendo's like, you know what? Game Freak, you can have it. It's yours. All right, hold on one second. I just gotta blow my nose. Give me a second. Allergy weather. Sorry about that, people. Whew. Where was I? Whew, excuse me. The strong-willed electric mouse Pikachu also joined. Along the way, he joins a rotating cast of cohorts, including Misty and Brock, in his quest to catch them all. From the simple premise came 23 seasons and spin-offs with more than 1,100 episodes that aired in 169 countries and 30 languages under various titles. The most recent iteration streaming to the Americas is Pokemon Journeys on Netflix. The series, which follows the ageless Ash, which is weird. I don't know how he's ageless, even after 1,100 episodes. Obviously, 1,100 days went by, which is more than 365. Ash, you should be at least 15. I'm not going to get into that. The series, which follows the ageless Ash, the irrepressible Pikachu, and a new pal, Go, as they seek out Pokemon, includes the elusive mythical Mew. The Pokemon show is the most successful animated series on television, now attracting a second generation of viewers. The kids of the original fans are now all grown up and continue to help drive the Pokemon business, selling the video games and merchandise and inspiring blockbuster movies. Throughout the staggering successful run, certain constants have remained. The animation has been basic, the humor broad, the violence muted. Ash hasn't aged a day. We already talked about this. And Pikachu has become no less charming. And over the past 25 years, Ash has always been voiced by a woman, Veronica Taylor. Shouts out to her. For the first 8 seasons, he was played by Veronica Taylor in the English version of the series. He's, as she quotes, kind of back of my throat, and he's got a lot of energy. That's what she said. That's literally what she said. She also voices Ash's mother and other characters in the series. She also told the Naked Science podcast, it was a great voice to work with. Yeah, and it's a great party trick because it sounds a lot different from my voice. As with the other cast members, Taylor got the boot in controversial cost cut shaken up in 2006. Since then, Ash has been played by another woman. Ooh, she's kind of hot actually. Sarah Natachini, that's how you pronounce her name, who wasn't allowed to play the video game as a kid, but adored the television series. She said, "I love the show," she told the website Upfront New York, adding that the best part of playing Ash is discovering that being the voice of a beloved cartoon character comes with a power to make a lot of people very happy, for at least a few moments. But throughout the many episodes, only one character has come from a single voice. Pikachu is played by Iku Utani, who has discovered countless ways to express a range of emotions by uttering just her character's name. It's very difficult, she said, who admitted she's often envious of the other voice actors who get more to say. But Otani told Manga University that every so often she can sneak in some other inflections, as when Pikachu yawns, it sounds Pikachu doesn't make very often. She said there's also something that's different to him that she'll do that makes him special, which I guess certain times she'll be like, oh, this is cool for me. Hold on one second. Let me put that on mute. Okay. Mute my phone. So, y'all know his theme song, right? Everybody knows the theme song. You're probably singing it as soon as I said it. Don't worry. I'll give you a couple seconds. Finish it out. You already caught him? Train him as your cause? I got you. Pokemon, gotta catch him. Yeah, I'm up there with you. I got you. All right. His theme song brings bundles of joy, but the singer doesn't get any money. Jason Page has performed with Meatloaf, Aerosmith, and Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and he even sang backup for Michael Jackson. But nothing has compared to one gig in the late 1990s when he recorded the 60-second theme song for an animated kids show. The Pokemon theme, with its catchy tagline, "Gotta catch 'em all," is now part of the soundtrack beloved by two generations of fans of the anime series, as well as the movies and video games. Page was 29 years old when he recorded it in 1998. He already had a solid resume of studio and concert work, along with voicing countless advertising jingles. By 2000, there were all kinds of products. It had fully exploded, he told Spin Magazine. You would see it everywhere, and it's still everywhere. It's consistently everywhere in my life for over 20 years, he says. Everywhere but in his bank account. Eesh. Page agreed to a one-time check for less than $1,000 and no royalties, depriving him of a slice of billions of dollars that would be generated by a Pokemon franchise. He later renegotiated for additional payout, reportedly worth about $50,000, though he says you can't put a price tag on what that song has meant to people. You continue to go through life and find the value in things, he told Billboard. The cosmic happiness of billions of people is absolutely invaluable. Yeah, well, it was worth about $50,000 when you renegotiated that check. I'm just saying. It's invaluable, but it's also valuable. Let's just say that. I feel like you'll always be respected, so don't worry about it. You're there, bro. You're there. Shouts out to him. Jason Page. Remember that name. Jason. Hey, Jason. All right. Speaking of like the show, remember that one episode that we all know it and nobody's really ever seen it? It's the Porygon episode where they were talking about like people were like having seizures and all that stuff because the lights was too bright and everything. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, it's been a long day. Try to hold those. But they said on December 16th, 1997, the episode Electric Soldier Porygon aired for the first and last time in Japan. The storyline followed Ash and his friends inside the Pokeball transmit device when an antivirus program... Wait. Back this shit up. So the storyline, peep this, followed Ash and his friends inside the Pokeball transmitting device. So they were in the device that goes to Bill. That's weird. That's like when you catch a Pokemon and you like, it'd be like, oh, I have 6 Pokemon, and it disappears and goes right into the Pokeball, and it says transfer to Professor Oak's PC, or no, transfer to Bill's PC, and then, you know, that's what. So they were sliding through this thing. Okay, already kind of weird. When an antivirus program unleashes large explosions with flashing red and blue lights. So while they were in the transfer device, there was an antivirus program that popped up. So in Pokemon, wait, I can't even wrap my head around this. They turned into light? Did they turn into light? Because they had to turn into light. It's a transfer device. Oh, okay. Whatever. I'm overthinking this. The visual effects were blamed for inducing seizures in children across the country, with more than 600 kids hospitalized. The resulting publicity crisis sent Nintendo shares plummeting and put the show on a 4-month hiatus. Producers were questioned by police, and new broadcast standards for the show with similar effects were implemented around the world. That episode has never aired again. The incident has become part of Pokemon folklore and been parodied on shows like South Park and The Simpsons. Other episodes have been removed from broadcast in Japan because of their similarities to events like the 2004 Chutsu earthquake and 2011 tsunami. In the U.S., 2 episodes were temporarily removed from syndication for similar reasons after 9/11's attack and Hurricane Katrina. So it's almost like they don't want you to remember that shit happened. It's cool. So here we're gonna have a little bit of a chat, and it's funny because I feel like there's not enough people. If you're out there, at least say hi, say hey, ho, because I need some answers because we're gonna do a quick chat, almost like a Q&A. What's up, Ace? So we're gonna do a quick Q&A. Thank you for jumping in. Before I read this off, have most people seen Pokemon movies? Like, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the first Pokemon movie, but after that, you probably never seen any others. I really want to ask the question, what is the best Pokemon movie? Because obviously the top 3 is going to be the first movie, Pokemon. Yeah, like, what is the best one? For me, I like the I Choose You Pikachu movie, just because when I watched it, it was basically my favorite episodes of Pokemon, which are the very beginnings, done over. You said the Jirachi, the Wish one? The Jirachi's Wish? What is that, 4? No, Celebi's 4. Jirachi's Wish. What is Jirachi's Wish? I don't even know where Jirachi's Wish is. Nightbot, get the fuck out of here. You never work correctly. Who gave you a job? I don't even know where Jirachi's Wish is. Anyway, I'm going to go over the Pokemon movies and what have been labeled the top 3. Because all the little forums and, you know, Watch Mojos, they do have a little top 3, and they're usually rotated. And the top 3 that are usually rotated are Pokemon the first movie, I Choose You Pikachu, and Pokemon the movie Spell of the Unknown, the Entei one, Pokemon 3. I'm going to read those out. There's no direct order to these 3, because I've seen some, they'll put I Choose You as number 1, and then some, they're like Pokemon the first movie is number 1. But in all of them, the Pokemon 3 is never number 1. It's either 2 or 3. It's being switched around all the time. So I'll count that as top 3. But you got to watch them all. But we all know, yeah. You know what's so funny? We watch them for nostalgia. They're horrible. I know critics hate them. I love them. But they keep coming out, and Pokemon movie after another, there's about 23 of them. So for 25 years, there are 23 theatrical movies. There's 23 theatrical Pokemon movies and 3 movie-length specials. 22 of those animated and 1 live action. Shouts out to Detective Pikachu. And for a total worldwide box office take of 1.7 billion. You get a card, you get a card, you get a card. But you don't get no Pokemon. So, let's go over the first movie. The one everybody knows, which is Mewtwo Strikes Back. It was both, because we're going to say this is true. It was an event. This was both a movie and an event, and I actually have a story about this movie. So I went to go see this movie with my cousin, and my cousin's little sister, and technically she's my cousin. I don't know why I said my cousin's little sister. Obviously, she's my cousin. But it was her friends, and his dad. Was his dad? No, somebody else took us. And when we went to go see it, like, we were like, this movie's going to be great. And I was like, I don't even care about the movie. I just want the card. Because at that time, I was like, I want to see the movie regardless. I just need to get the Pokemon card. Like, so I went, and I'll never forget it. We got to the movies, and we got up to the line, and we got the tickets. And I was like, where's the card? And he goes, oh, they're all out of cards. And I was like, what? How old was I? I was probably like 12. So I was like in between that phase of, I ain't dumb, nigga. Like what you mean out of cards? He was like, they said they don't have more cards left. And it was funny because I remember looking at it, I was like, I don't even care no more. And he was like, what? I thought you want to see the movie. I was like, I don't even care about the movie. I came for the cards. I collect the cards. I know this card is going to be rare. And lo and behold, it was funny as hell. My cousin, he was grimy. Like, he popped up with that shit like a week later. I was like, how'd you get the card? He was like, yo, I saw some boy at school with it. So I was like, all right. He was like, I'm just gonna keep it. I was like, you can keep it, but that's crazy that we all went to the movies. Nobody came out with any cards. And but shouts out to my uncle, because he did take us to Burger King afterwards, and that's how I got my Pokemon, the golden Pikachu in the Pokeball. So that actually came out, and I still have that golden Pikachu in the Pokeball. I still have that. It's actually, if you see it in my live streams where you can see this in the video, it's always in a video. So shouts out for that one. But that's my story with the first movie. But the first movie definitely debuted in America, because I saw it on November 10th, 1999. Craziest part is it came out on a Wednesday, which is nuts because no movie at the time came out on Wednesdays. They always came out on Fridays because I don't get why. I don't know. They came out on a Wednesday, and you can't even use the excuse of Thanksgiving because it came out November 10th. It was weird. But it was right in the middle of the school week, which meant that many schools found themselves with a lot of empty chairs in the classroom. Yes, they did. I wasn't one of them because I was like, it's Wednesday. I waited till Friday. Arriving just as Pokemon craze was sweeping America, the animated film follows the TV show's cast, Ash, Misty, and Brock and Pikachu, as they face off against the mysterious Mewtwo. The movie came with a cute short called Pikachu's Vacation. It came with Pikachu's Vacation, a promotional tie-in at Burger King, free trading card at many showings. And they said it right here. It was like, yep, they had a tie-in at Burger King and they gave away free trading cards at the showing. I remember Pikachu's Vacation because that was the first introduction of Pichu. That's when the first time you got to see Pichu. I think Meryl, it was the first time you got to see Meryl too. So that was cool. A dull, crudely animated Pokemon byproduct, said Roger Ebert. He didn't fully get the Pokemon, but he still allowed himself to hate it. He said it's just a sound and light show linked to the marketing push for Pokemon in general, he said. But young Pokemon fans came in droves, powering the film to a worldwide box office of $164 million, plus a fortune in video sales against a modest $30 million budget. Damn, they had a $30 million budget. Damn. More than 2 decades later, fans now rank the original film at or near the top of their best of list for nostalgic reasons, if nothing else. It's filled with iconic moments that stayed with you throughout your childhood and well beyond that. They said such moments as the epic battle with a reworked main theme, which was pretty cool. Yeah, the opening battle with the reworked main theme, which was Fanfi or Don Fan versus Pikachu? That was pretty cool. And Pikachu crying and Team Rocket taking a momentary turn for the good. Well, they always took a turn for the good. I'm not going to say that, but I guess in the movie, it might have been the first time. It's everything we love about Pokemon and more, and that's why it's the best Pokemon movie now and always. Nostalgia reasons is why it's the best Pokemon movie. I'm not going to lie. It's not that good. All right. It's not that good. It is good, but it's not that good. It's like purgatory. It's like, oh, that was a cool moment, and then you sit there for like 15 minutes and you get bored, nothing happens. And then, oh, that was a cool moment. Then you're like, okay. And then it's like, oh, this is cheesy. Okay. You're just like, it's watchable. Best way to put it. It's definitely a watchable movie. It's not a great movie though. Let's keep it real. My favorite movie, which we're gonna talk about, is the Pokemon movie I Choose You, which came out in 2017. And it's the 20th film in the series, and it was loosely based on the pilot episode of the TV anime show, but with a different post shake-up voice casting. So all the new voice cast came and basically did the old voice casting job. It follows Ash Ketchum and his pal Pikachu, Sorrel, and Verity seeking the legendary Pokemon Ho-Oh atop Mount Tessie. The July 15th, 2017, shouts out to July, my birthday month. Release dates coincided with the 20th anniversary of the series. So we're at the 25th anniversary of the series. This was like, 5 years ago? Yeah, they do something every 5 years for Pokemon. Shouts out to them for keeping it alive. Facts. It came nearly 18 years after the release of the first movie, so damn. All right. Oh, my bad. I hit the mic. Time did nothing to mellow the critics, who for the most part said if you weren't a Pokemon fan to save your money, it's never boring, but it is undoubtedly ridiculous. In a rare positive review, it says kids will love it because it's Pokemon on a big screen and age fans will have a laugh seeing it with friends. The film stirred up controversy for one stunning moment for Pokemon faithful anyway, when Pikachu actually spoke a full sentence instead of just uttering his name in a strangely shaky, squeaky voice. In bootleg social media videos taken in dark theaters, videos taken in dark theaters, audience members could be heard shouting a particular obscenity and disbelief. You know what that particular obscenity was? I'll give you the first three letters. WTF. Pikachu don't talk. He said, "What is this bull? What are we doing here?" Gotta move the microphone. I keep hitting it. That's why I gotta tighten the thing. Keep sliding forward. There we go. So the third movie, which is Pokemon 3, which will always be the third movie because it's the third movie of the third movie. Third movie of a trilogy that isn't a trilogy. It's a what would that be? Bicentennial? Bicentennial? 200 and plus? Damn, 1,100 episodes. That's still stuck in my head. SpongeBob. Sorry, I got SpongeBob's fruit snacks. Pokemon 3, after suffering what many fans considered a minor sophomore slump with Pokemon the Movie 2000, which is going to be what we're going to talk about next, because I think Pokemon 2000 was better than the first movie Mewtwo Strikes Back. Why I will talk about that after I read this stuff. But the franchise got back on its own feet with Spell of Unknown, debuting after the new Gold and Silver video games. The third outing revolves around a young girl named Molly, stuck in a crystal cave. Molly. It garnered rare positive reviews for its trippy tone and emotional punch. The reality warping powers that somehow get bestowed on Molly make for some fun battles. While Pokemon 3 isn't as down to earth as the show per se, the storyline centered on Molly's family and her palpable sadness makes this one a bit more intimate, and that goes a long way. So they say. I think it's okay. I thought it was okay. So Pokemon 2000. Let's talk about that for a second. How you people doing out there? What's your favorite Pokemon movie? I want to hear you talk about it. If you guys have a favorite Pokemon movie and you're watching this right now, I want you to join our Discord. I'm about to put the link in the description, put it in the chat. What you guys talk about? Tell us what your favorite Pokemon movie is. We'll read it out loud on the Discord as we are now. If you have a favorite Pokemon movie, tell me. Call in now. Chat lines are open. I'm just gonna put the Discord up. Give you time to comment. And even if you don't comment now, this is a live stream. You comment later, we still read it because we do get notifications. So we'll still shout you out. But you might want to say something now. Or forever. And I said forever. Well, at least till I check it out later. Hold your peace. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. Thousands of videos coming soon. Back to Pokemon 2000. So, my story with Pokemon 2000 is like the first one. I was not going to the movies. I was like, I'll wait till it comes on video because again, I wasn't a huge fan of the first one. It did have good points, but I was not paying to fucking go see it. But I was a fan of Silver and Gold, and at that time I was really playing the Silver and Gold like crazy. I was playing the hell out of it. So when the movie came out, I was like, man. But then I watched it on tape, and I was like, yeah, this is way better than the first one. Yeah. I'm talking about Pokemon 2000 right now. Because they said, you know, Pokemon the first movie is better. Pokemon 3 they said was better than 2000, which I just read. And that's opinion. I agree. I would put 2000 above 3. Obviously the other two hold nostalgia and have purpose. But when they got to the Lugia scenes, And there was like, I felt like there was an actual fighting purpose. Holy shit. I felt like there was an actual, like it wasn't like he cloned Pokemon and those cloned Pokemon were fighting each other. And he was trying to take over the world. It felt like Lugia was trying to stop an actual natural disaster that could have ended Pokemon world forever. And even the thing with Ash and them not remembering a lot of things because they kept forgetting the movies for some reason. Like every time it was at the end, they forgot some part of the movie. I found that strange. And then I also like Team Rocket a little bit more in Lugia because they weren't like, we switched teams, this is cute, we're gonna hug it. Dude, they did. I felt like they had more of an impact. So I think like 2000 was a better movie for me. But I do understand why some people were like, man. Again, I feel like all the movies aren't great. But the sequel did have high expectations, and we already know that because that's what they wanted. And of course, the movie was amped up with, action adventure, but apparently it was to appeal to young boys, sending Ash out on a quest to protect 3 rare Pokemon birds that rule fire, lightning, and ice, and save the world from destruction, devastation, unite all nations, all that stuff. Of course, the sea battles thrilled the kids. I was one of them. Ash, Misty, and Brock are like their talk and their conversation. It says their dialogue is considered the best in the series, which is kind of true. Because I remember it not boring me. It wasn't like it didn't bore me as much. Like the first one, they talked a lot and I didn't care. Released just months after the first film, the second outing raked in big bucks while ignoring the inevitable bad reviews. It said this is fun and gripping adventure, but it does pave the way for the downturn in quality the series would quickly experience. I guess he's right. They also said Rise of Darkrai is part of a trilogy with Jewel of Life, The Rise and Sky Warrior. Rise of Darkrai is notable for having Sarah Brightman singing the title song, Where the Lost Ones Go, as Ash, Brock, and Dawn try to save Alamos Town. And from time space bending Dialga, Palkia, while giving Darkrai an image maker. Wow, there's a lot going on with that. If that's the best one of the 3, and you don't have the other 3 on here, I don't know what we're talking about. Pokemon Heroes, I remember this one. This was the one with this is the one I actually watched on the internet when it came out. I saw it for free. But this was the one with the birds, Latias and Latios. What it says is what keeps fans talking about this 5th film is the final scene in which the girl gives Ash a poignant kiss. She starts dogging that motherfucker. Debate has raged for years over who the girl is. Was it Bianca who Ash meets on his adventure? Or was it this dragon Pokemon Latias disguised as Bianca? If these questions mean nothing to you, you're not a real fan, and you probably wouldn't have seen the movie anyway. I mean, they mean something to me, but I also don't care. I just know Ash got dogged, and he likes women. Good for him. He ain't crack on Bianca after it anyway, so it don't matter. Ash, you try. You sly dog, you. I feel like that little fat Asian baby with the finger. You. Pokemon Destiny Deoxys was the 7th installment, and it serves up cool battle sequences between an alien Deoxys and laser. Oh, it got crazy. I forgot about Deoxys, how nuts this story was. It's an alien Pokemon. I repeat, it's an alien Pokemon. I don't think they realize, because I remember this movie, and I even remember in the game where they integrated it, and you get over Rayquaza and you fly into space, and you actually can catch him. That opened the doorway to so we've already cracked into the time with Dialga, Palkia. You got the gods, Arceus, the actual god, like created everything, Arceus. Then you have technically the first Pokemon, which is Mew. You have all this stuff going on, right? And that's in the realm of Earth, or whatever world Pokemon was. once you start going into space and you start cracking into space Pokemon actually being able to exist, why are we still on an island? Like, why do we still play this game on an island and try to get 8 badges? Where are we going to crack into the space trap? And then you create a ship. You've already created a rail so I can roll around and take pictures of Pokemon. You tell me you can't create a rocket ship, me fly into space and catch Pokemon on different planets? Because I'm pretty sure if Deoxys exists, there's probably Pokemon all over in space. You've already told me aliens exist. I'm just going overboard. I've cracked into a whole nother realm. Welcome to the rabbit hole. Anyway, so it was basically Deoxys versus Rayquaza in the Destiny Deoxys movie. If you played Omega Ruby, you played the movie. You already know what it is. But sorry, chewing this. So apparently in the movie, no spoilers, Deoxys dies and he leaves behind eggs. And what happens is 4 years later, Ash and company come by. Which, again, there's a lot of questions there. This movie literally raised a lot of questions. So, if Rayquaza and Deoxys have a fight in space, and this is why these are the worst ones. I'm telling you right now, these are on the bottom of this list. There's 22 of them, but these are the movies more likely you saw, and this is why we were only going to do 5 or 6 at the bottom of this list. But Ash is 10 years old. We already know he doesn't age. These Pokemon, he didn't know they existed. Like, there's definitely the Johto ones he didn't know existed. So, if he didn't know the Johto existed, he didn't know about all the other Galar, all that stuff. Which includes Rayquaza and Deoxys. If there was a space battle, and shit was falling out of the sky, and there was a giant dragon fighting in the sky, and you were only 6 years old, even if you didn't know what was going on, you knew something crazy happened while you were 6 years old, because you're 10. It ain't like 20 years went by. It was 4. So where is, like, it's like Ash forgets everything. Ash is the most forgetful son of a bitch I know. like he would have forgot Brock and Misty if they didn't pop up. I can't deal with the kid. Something's wrong. I'm just saying. So weird. That's weird. So it's basically like an essential Pokemon movie. It's just like down to its most basic elements where you shouldn't have to think. None of the Pokemon movies should you have to think. But if you already created 1,100 episodes, then of course you think so. That's just me. The next one, and the one I hated. This is the 4th one. I hate. This was the one where I was like, all right, I'm done with the Pokemon movies. Because 3 was like, man, I remember I was like, I wasn't a fan of it. They were just kind of like meh. But Pokemon Forever, Celebi, Voice of the Forest, I was like, what is this shit? This might as well be the Sound of Music for Pokemon. It's when Ash and his friends travel to an island where an evil hunter has been tracking a time-traveling Pokemon for 4 decades. So he was tracking Celebi. With this twist, plus early computerized 3D animation and unexpected ending, which wasn't unexpected, it was only unexpected if you didn't understand the game. I'm not even going to tell you what happened though, because you might want to look it up. With the unexpected ending, the 4th Pokemon film gets marks for effort and originality. Critics, of course, panned it. Of course, they hated it. Though Pokemon got the last laugh when the naysayers wrongly predicted this movie would be the final blow, sending the Pokemon franchise to the grave. They said this would be the last movie and then Pokemon is over. I mean, they thought this was it, which is funny because I did hate this movie. Oh man, so I looked up the worst Pokemon. I was like, what is the worst Pokemon? So I typed this in, and I have multiple here. So bear with me, because obviously we're basing everything off of opinion, but I can look deeper and actually pull out what is actually the worst Pokemon movie and tell you why. We can actually do a podcast. Shouts out to anybody who wants to do that. We can do a literal Pokemon movie watch party and break all that shit down. If anybody's interested, let us know. DM us. Again, Discord link is up. If you ever need the messages, just follow and like. So, according to what is this? It's called Junkie.com. That's what makes it so funny. But they have a lot of respect. So it's not just Junkie.com apparently. Wow. But they also put it, you gotta put Detective Pikachu. According to this, and actually, the Ultimate Guide to Pokemon. There's multiple things. The worst Pokemon movie is Clash of Ages. So many fans give this dubious distinction to Kyurem versus the Sword of Justice. 2012, for 70 long minutes of Pokemon Trek where very little happens and what does happen does so slowly. What? What's up? Raid hype, what's going on? Shouts out to everybody. Thank you for stopping by. We're going over to Pokemon World.
Hey.
What's up, Andromeda Gaming? Boop, 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 boop. I would have a camera on right now, but I was reading, so it was kind of hard to do all that. We're going over the best Pokemon movies. Who loves Pokemon movies? You should follow us and tell us what your favorite Pokemon movie is right now. Because I am trying to sauce it up. I'm trying to hypnotize you and mesmerize you so you know what we about. Pokemon. Yeah. We were trying to ask people what their favorite Pokemon movie is. We literally are reading out the worst Pokemon movie, which is Clash of Ages. Shouts out to y'all, though. Thank you all for stopping by. We're also doing Pokemon Coliseum. That's the game that's being played right now. Yeah, that is a rare game that's going on. So, shouts out to them. Is that the one with the Golem Legendary? Yes, it is. We're not gonna spoil everything because Dave's first playthrough. But yeah, yeah, this is a classic game right now. Wait, no, hold up. You also gotta remember Kyurem versus the Sword of Justice. That's a terrible one. Like, but the consensus is Hoopa in the Clash of Ages, which is the 18th movie. Pokemon's minds seem to have run out of ideas, bringing in new monsters just because they can. The shit is horrible. One battle leading to another with the benefits of no plot. And fans considered the pink and gray Hoopa with his 3 gold hoops the most annoying Pokemon of all time. I forgot Hoopa existed. That is a horrible Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon movie is I Choose You. But for Pokemon, the first movie is always going to be a nostalgic feel. Yeah, I saw the lamp Pokemon. Chandelure. Chandelier. Oh, the ice cream, Vanillish. But what takes the cake is Trubbish, the garbage Pokemon from New York. He literally looked at New York garbage.
They might as well do Rattata over and bring him from New York.
They did Rattata over. He's now from Alola. He's in Hawaii. Yeah, there's a garbage Pokemon. It actual evolves into something called Garbodor. It's garbage. He has a Dynamax evolution where he turns really, really big, and he has a cruise ship inside of his garbage bag. He has it's so fucking wild. Oh, yo, shouts out. The one with the Lugia. I said that. I said the second one was that is my second favorite. Because I Choose You is my favorite. That came out 4 years ago. So I Choose You, literal bag of garbage. I Choose You became my favorite. But before that, it was the one with Lugia. Yeah. And then the second one is the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. Yeah, that's dope. But while we're talking about our favorite movies, you know what the best movie is, right? We were just talking about that. We're going to do... Susan on Pokebin. We're gonna do a Pokemon movie marathon. I might do it this weekend because it's Memorial Day weekend. That's why I was telling people to follow us in the Discords, because I do have those videos. JD knows I have those videos, and we're gonna try to play all the Pokemon movies, and we're gonna sit here and have a little watch party and just destroy it or like it or whatever. So definitely stop in on that. Dave, you know you can catch them right if they're dark. You can catch dark Pokemon. I don't know if you have it.
What? I can just jack them for Pokemon?
Yeah, you can jack them for their Pokemon. Take them.
Yo.
It's crazy, right? Yeah. So we're gonna do that. It'll probably be Sunday or Monday, because Monday's Memorial Day. So if people are off on Memorial Day, let us know. We might do it then. But definitely put it in the Discord, and we're attached to Andromeda's Discord. So go in their Discord and just tell them, and you'll be telling us. Yeah. But speaking of Pokemon movies, you know I got to talk about the best one. You know, the little guy that talks and he sounds like Ryan Reynolds. You remember that one? That one with detectives? That guy? You know, that movie? So, Detective, yeah, not Let's Go Pikachu. It's Detective Pikachu. So putting on a wise guy dialogue into the mouth of a childlike character who normally only utters his name was among the many risks that paid off in this most unusual Pokemon. What?
Stop it. God.
What?
What's wrong with you?
Huh? Don't worry, JD. We're gonna put you onto that stream, and we're definitely gonna do. We'll just do Detective Pikachu one of those days. We'll do a watch party for that, or the Sonic movie. We'll put you on the Sonic movie too. That's on Hulu. We'll do a watch party for both of them. But Detective Pikachu is number one. That's on HBO. I gave you the HBO, so we can all do that if you want to do that. So look into it. You guys host, I host. We're doing Detective Pikachu. It's really good. It's way better than you would think. Oh, I'll let you know after the stream. I'm definitely gonna hit you up for that. But we're gonna talk about Detective Pikachu, and you're gonna be like really hyped for this movie once I'm done. Oh, I think we're not streaming Saturday. Would you do it Saturday? Like Saturday night, just to throw? We'll talk. We'll talk after this. Let me finish this, Jay. I'm going to tell you guys more about this film. Combining cutting-edge computer-generated imagery, which CGI, that's literally what CGI stands for, people. Pikachu and other Pokemon characters with live-action characters. 2019's Detective Pikachu imagined the little yellow monster with the lightning bolt tail as Sherlock Holmes in fur. He even wears a deerstalker hat as he helps to solve a missing persons case in a world in which humans interact with Pokemon. The result, the most entertaining movie involving Pokemon ever. And I said evolving, not involving. That's what we're doing. Let's say this. In reimagining what a Pokemon movie could be, the brain trust at the Pocket Monster Empire asked producers Legendary Entertainment to create a story that did not revolve around Ash Ketchum and his pals, who had been chasing Pokemon in movies and on TV since the late 1990s, and instead go in a different direction. The Pokemon Company, they've already made many, many movies of Ash, and they came to Legendary with this idea using a new character. Director Rob Letterman told IGN, "So when I came on board, I was pitched this character of Detective Pikachu, and I fell in love with the story behind it. The biggest changes related to the title character. In nearly every Pokemon anime or film for more than 2 decades, Pikachu is voiced by Japanese actress Iku Otani. But for this movie, producers thought way outside the Pokeball. They considered such voice talents as Danny DeVito. Imagine Danny DeVito. Or The Rock. Imagine The Rock as Pikachu. I don't think I can. Until listen to this. Until Letterman dubbed a clip of Ryan Reynolds from the comedy The Proposal over an animated Pikachu. He said, "Once I saw that clip, I was done. I needed Ryan Reynolds to be in this movie." It took little to convince the actor to sign on. Famous for his roles in edgy fares like Van Wilder in Deadpool, Reynolds at the time, a father of... What he said? Not gonna lock the Rock, Pikachu. What would be funny is Kevin Hart. That would be hysterical. I would like Kevin Hart. I can see Kevin Hart. I don't think Pikachu has enough energy as Kevin Hart does. Reynolds, who is a father too with his wife Blake Lively, said, "I was excited to do the film that my kids would love. I don't do a lot of films that are not R-rated, so for me this was a big one." He says the next change was to craft a storyline that was miles away from the monster fighting plot of the previous movies, where producers instead created an old-fashioned crime procedural, albeit one of a bunch of crazy critters running around. To help explain the talking Pikachu convention, the script called for only one character to understand him, the insurance adjuster named Tim Goodman, played by Justice Smith. Tim teams with the inspiring investigative reporter Lucy Stevens, who was played by Catherine Newton, and her Psyduck to find Tim's father, the detective Harry Goodman. It all plays out in a neo-glowing world populated by stable CGI characters. There's Charizards, there's Mewtwo's, there's Ditto, and of course, for you, JD, there's an army of Greninja. Just for you, buddy. And seeded with countless Pokemon Easter eggs for die-hard fans. Audience flocked to the film with grossing $433 million worldwide and generated the inevitable talk of sequels, which Reynolds sounds more than ready for. There's no tether to reality. Yeah, it's a Greninja army. How have I not seen this? Audiences flocked to the film 433. There's no tether to reality whatsoever with this character. It's pretty free reign, which is its own weird burden, Ryan Reynolds said. Once possibilities become limitless, you can get a little locked up. It took me a couple of sessions to realize everything's possible and just to embrace it. It's really just a matter of assessing that 6-year-old part of your brain that's fueled exclusively on imagination and just let that run wild. I wish I could do that on every movie. So Ryan Reynolds is ready to do tons of Pikachu. I want a Deadpool Pikachu. I want a Deadpool Pikachu. I really do. I would love it if they just took like Ryan Reynolds' voice and Deadpool and then threw it over Pikachu and fucking the movies and it's a wrap. Like I would Pikachu cursing and all that shit. Like I want a Deadpool Pikachu. Here's something even hardcore Pokemon fans may never have wonder about. How do they eat? Their hands are too short and stubby to reach their mouths. That was one of those many design challenges facing artists as they animated Pikachu and other Pokemon for Detective Pikachu. They had to bring some semblance of realism to Pokemon if they were to interact with actual humans. It sounds comical, visual effects supervisor Eric Nordby told Wire, but that was hugely important to us. We needed to trust that a Pokemon could eat, that it could find shelter, that it could communicate with others. Whatever we created, we needed to feel alive in some way. And those body ratios were a massive challenge to wrap our heads around. Animators struck a balance of realism and fantasy, even if they didn't always succeed. When they tried to put wrestling belts and short arms on muscular Machamp, the Pokemon Company suits balked. Pokemon, they explained, don't wear clothes, just skins that look like clothes. So yes, Pokemon don't wear clothes, just skin that looks like clothes. Imagine, well, they do kind of wear clothes. They do. Kirk, back up. Because you're already getting into, well, they wear scarves. No, we're going to step away from that. They don't wear clothes. We're just going to stick with they don't wear clothes. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Machamp wears a championship belt. He wears a championship belt. So he doesn't wear clothes. Sorry, I gotta move you over. Hitmonchamp doesn't wear clothes either. They say they don't. They say it's like part of their body and it just looks like that. I don't get it, but apparently they can't all have the same clothes because they all look the same, right? They like built to his hand. He does have gloves. They're like built to his hand. I don't know, man. Like I see it the same way, but then at the same time I also understand because they're like they evolve. Like in a weird way, I could see them evolving into what they are. Like, oh well, we need hands, and then because in the comics or in the manga, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Hitmonlee like could learn to stretch his legs, like so his legs can extend and almost become like springs. But only certain Pokemon trainers can get their Pokemon to do that. Yeah, Hitmonlee does use Taekwondo, and I feel like that's his body. But it's weird. Like it's like I say in the anime, he can stretch his legs almost like Go-Go Gadget. So you realize like his legs aren't a complete thing. They're like springs. They're legit springs. So it's kind of weird, and I understand where you're getting at. Like it's like, wait, what? That makes no sense. But they do. We can talk about that in a minute too, because I do have some info on that. Hold on one second. Add something there. Alright. So, where was I? Oh, so after Detective Pikachu, which JD is going to watch, he has to watch it. You can't be a Pokemon fan and like that is the epitome to me. But after Detective Pikachu, we get the best thing in the world. I'm going to talk about the Japanese manga because this is where my heart is right now. It's so good. Japanese manga series of comics brings more violence and even death to the Pokemon universe. Yeah, the manga gets crazy. Here's something you don't see on a Pokemon TV series. As a fight breaks out in Lavender Town, a Charmeleon leaps out to protect his trainer, Red and Blue, from the cobra-like fork-tongued Arbok, unleashing him by the villainous Koga. Yes, Koga, the gym leader in the manga, is villainous. Charmeleon defeats the nasty Arbok in the most grisly way. He slices him in half. Yes, Charmeleon slices the Arbok in half, and we can even see Arbok's pokey insides. Yeah, you see his meat. They kill Arbok. Yeah, my dirt. So yeah, there's some violent things. Even in another part of the manga, there's a part where I think it's Lorelei. No, it's Giovanni. You see your Arbok's penis? No, but you do get to see Pikachu take a giant shit. We'll talk about that soon. You don't get to see his penis. Dave's just fucking around. But there is a part also where I think it's Giovanni and they're fighting Magmar. My fucking arm. They fight Magmar and they freeze the Magmar, and then they just walk off and he taps them and they all shattered in a bunch of pieces. So yeah, they kill some Pokemon. The brutal scene with the Arbok, it unfolds in the pages of The Awful Arbok from Pokemon Adventures, one of the manga or comic inspired by the video game. With bold artwork in both color and stark black and white, the print versions of the Pokemon stories contain higher stakes, deeper backstories, more intense emotions, and actual death. Yeah, it is real survival of the fittest in Pokemon. And the thing about the manga Pokemon, the Pokemon beat up the trainers. Like, so a lot of times the Pokemon are actually going after the trainers and their Pokemon are out there to protect their trainer. So there's a couple where you're watching it and you'll just watch Red get drilled in the face by the Hitmonlee. Like, the Hitmonlee kicks him off a cliff. And his Pikachu runs because it has nowhere to go because he falls. So it's some wild stuff in there. So technically these are not the Pokemon for your kids. Yeah, this is not the Pokemon for kids. Obviously, if you're reading the manga, I hope you're at least over the ages of 12 and can read manga from right to left, not left to right. So we're going to do that. It was first published in 1997 in Japan. So the manga has been widely successful and also controversial. Japanese people age faster in mind but slower in body. Yes. You want to know why? Because they go to school. So it's for kids, except for the Pokesex. We'll talk about that in a minute too. The first series, The Electric Tales of Pikachu, amped up the sex appeal with Misty and Jessie and other female characters drawn with big breasts and skimpy clothing. Remember I told you about this, JD? The original Misty with those big chesticles. Yeah, that Misty. In one scene, Misty does battle in a revealing swimsuit when she's in the gym. Yeah, Misty makes me feel things too. Misty is what she makes me feel. Yo, if I can find him, let me see. At the end of the stream, I'm gonna look for a picture. I might be able to find a picture of her right now. I don't want to like stop talking. Really, let me see if I can find this though. If I can find this picture of Misty. Sorry. I don't even know how to type in original Misty. Would that be what it was called? The original? JD, I hope you hold those feels. It's gonna be like, oops. Here you go, Jay. I think it's already gonna pop up. I think I already threw it in there. I do, bro. I do. So, hold on, people. I'm gonna show you what she looks like. I got 2 images of her, actually. Damn, Misty, remember when you looked like that? I need at least one person to say, I want to see what Misty looks like. You said Japanese Pikachu looks extra Japanese. He does. It's something about the eyes, right? It's all in the eyes. So, here you go, JD. This is for you. It might take a second to load up because obviously the thing looks a little bit behind. I know you needed a reminder. Don't worry. I got you. So, this is what she used to look like. Bang. Original Misty. Just in case you were wondering. Yeah, and there's your Pikachu with those extra big eyes. It's like, look at Red. OG Misty, yes. OG. Sorry, Dave, I cut your stream off. You can jump back. You know what? We gonna make her stream guide. We're gonna make this Misty stream guide. I love her gym trainer swimsuit too. I love her period. She's the shit. But they kind of like made her a little annoying in the anime. Bloop. Stream guy Misty. She's staying there. She ain't going nowhere. All right, so in the U.S. version, obviously it's censored. Misty's swimsuit is swapped out for a wetsuit in the U.S. version. But oh man. But the violent content. Yo, what's up? What's up? Nostromo. Shouts out to more BSG. What's going on? You joined us for a Pokemon 101, and you just missed the sexy, sexy Misty. All right, thank you for stopping by, Andromeda. We always love it. I'm reading part of it right now. I'm between I'm between the manga of Pokemon, which is what I was talking about, the manga of Demon Slayer, and I also am reading parts of the Godzilla. I'll talk to you about the Godzilla when I'm done. Let me finish this up though, because I was just talking about Misty and her sexy, sexy swimsuit. Shouts out to stream guy Misty right there. So in the manga, it's a lot violent. It's a lot more violent. The manga is they made the safari parks more scarier, or safari zone. Trainers must navigate it without Pokemon, obviously, but it places them more in mortal danger because the actual Pokemon can hurt them or kill them. So like Rhydon and at one point in the manga, Red gets caught by a Victory Bell, and if you know the story of Victory Bell, their inside their mouth is actually poison. So if you were to fall inside their mouth, it's like an extra acid and it will burn you alive. So there's a point where Red almost dropped into the mouth of the Victory Bell and literally boiled alive. And I forget how he gets out of it. I think Rhydon or somebody accidentally saves him.
but he gets out of that. He almost dies. Nidoking saved him. That's who saved him. Because Nidokings are immune to the poison. In other books, the villainous Giovanni encases a Magmar in ice and then kills it by cracking it apart. Yeah, they talk about that limb by limb. While in Ruby and Sapphire edition, sweet-natured, nearsighted Ruby has his father tragically die in his arms. Wow. Okay, so Norman dies in Ruby. Thanks for the spoilers. Nobody's spared from the terror, least of all children. Koga tries to smother young Blue using a slimy, bead-eyed Grimer. He tries to kill him. Lieutenant Surge tries to electrocute Red with his Voltor and Electabuzz. But then that's nothing in terms of body count compared to what happens in 2 Vermilion City. Oh yeah, his Lance destroys Vermilion City because his Dragonair uses Hyper Beam on the city, presumably killing thousands of people. Yeah, Lance shoots a Hyper Beam at Vermilion City and it just blows up. He just blows up Vermilion. It's disturbing. And when lives are taken, souls are. When lives aren't taken, souls are. An ancient giant haunter called the human essence out of people until the black fog meets its own awful end by killing itself by self-destructing. That's a wild story. The increased violence is accompanied, however, by richer storytelling. So the story is just so far phenomenal. It's so good. If you haven't read the Pokemon manga, I really suggest you read it. Especially if you like the show, definitely read the manga because it's a whole nother spectrum and it's a lot darker. And as an adult, I kind of need a little bit more darkness. The increased violence is accompanied by good storytelling. The mangas more closely follow the video game. They don't really talk about the movies in the anime, but they do delve deeper into the backstories of people like Giovanni, who's the head leader of the terrorist group Team Rocket, and it especially accompanies the relationship with his son, who is Silver. So his son is the redheaded kid from His son is the redheaded kid from Silver and Gold, and in Silver and Gold, he was the one who was looking at Professor Elm's, research facility, and he's also the one that stole the Pokemon. So it explains Silver's story all the way. So instead of you just running into him and you battling him, it actually talks about why he's there. It talks about why he's stealing Pokemon. Is he good guy or bad guy? Because he's not a bad guy. He's actually a high-end good guy. He just has to do what he got to do. And then they also talk about the kidnapping. So it turns out, Silver was kidnapped and he didn't know who his parents were. And then the revelation that his dad was the notorious Giovanni forces, him to go real soul searching. Like he starts really looking for what's going on because him and Green is in the manga because it's red and blue and then there's Green. Green is a girl. She was kidnapped by Ho-Oh and brought to Kanto. So she and Silver are trying to figure out why they were kidnapped and all that stuff. And then also Green is technically Crystal. She's Crystal too. Like she's the first female Pokemon trainer that you can play with. But in the manga, she's Green moving over to Crystal. It's a crazy story. It's her finding out her roots. And if all seems like, it's too much for video games, to create it with aversion to violence as a guiding principle, consider this. Pokemon Adventures has the blessing of the father of the franchise. So Satoshi Chihiro said Pokemon Adventures is probably the closest interpretation of how he saw Pokemon. He said it's the best way to express it without it being your adventure game. It's almost like in the adventure you can control every aspect of your game, even though they're on a linear path. You decide what Pokemon you bring with you, you decide how everything's going. Whereas he saw the Pokemon manga as an actual thought that he always had, the forefront of all his ideas. Like the game is one thing, but this is how he always saw it. So check out the Pokemon manga if you have a chance. And then according to the website Game Rant Viz Media, which distributes the adventure series in the United States, they censor some of the sexual imagery for American readers, particular scenes involving underage girls. That's why U.S. readers will never see Green, about 12 years old, ripping off her dress to show Pokeball stashed under her breast. The same desexualization desexualization has been done for some of the anime shows. In the Japanese version of one episode, a Tarzan-like boy, Young, asks 10-year-old Misty if he can drink milk from her breast. She answers by smacking him. Though played for humor in Japan, it was censored in the American version. So yeah. So in Japan, they're a little hornier, and they like it. Yeah, so that's, hold on one second. That's the story of the manga. I highly recommend you check that out. Like, highly recommend it because it's so good. I'm just looking for something real fast. I mean, that I've seen that before, but okay. And because I know you guys are probably like, wait, I'm still caught up on the green thing that you were talking about where she took off her shirt and Pokeballs popped out. Yeah. That's cool. Keep lurking. Good shit. Good for you, bro. Keep making money. Keep making money. Just in case you guys are wondering, I'm going to give you the image of what they were talking about, even though, I don't know, I didn't see it. I feel like I've seen it before, but whatever. Hold on one moment. My bad. Yeah, that was the image I thought you guys would want to see. Yeah, that you see that, John? Goofy as shit. Relax, boy. So again, I highly recommend everybody check out the manga. Highly recommend you check out the manga. I also recommend we're gonna do a watch party. I recommend everybody join our Discord so you know when the watch party is gonna happen. Because now we're definitely doing it. Now that I know that JD's never seen Detective Pikachu. Amazing movie. And he said Sonic. That's gonna be a whole nother thing. We're gonna do a couple of Sonic marathons because Sonic's 30th anniversary just came up. So in June we'll probably do some. Maybe July because I love Sonic so much. I'll probably do it for my birthday month. Like a whole month of Sonic. Like we have every Sonic game. Like we have every fucking Sonic game. So we might do that. But he never seen Sonic. I don't get that. Whatever. But we're gonna do the Pokemon movies. We have all of them. We have all 22 movies. 23 movies technically if you count Detective Pikachu. But we're gonna try to stream Detective Pikachu on whatever day JD says, because he says Saturday would be a good night. But I want to make sure everybody's here to join us. It's Memorial Day weekend, so you don't have anything to do. Chill with us. Watch a movie. Yeah, don't go down the shore. COVID's still around. Be scared. Be very, very scared. Get him, Dave. You gonna win? See if I got some more information for you. So, I hope people are out there listening because I keep telling you, pay attention to our streams. We're going to give you trivia. If you remember this trivia at the end of Pokemon 101, because we're going to do 5 sessions, we're going to pull up trivia questions. If you answer them correctly, you win a chance to... I'm not even going to tell you what you win because it's going to be too nice. It's going to be too nice. You still here? All right, listen to the Pokemon trivia because when it comes through, you get a chance to win something nice. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is yet because... I want to make sure you're watching it and staying tuned so you're not just looking for the answers. Same. I feel you. So, last week, what was the 2 questions? I have them in the stream. I got to watch them again. I do have them. Same. Eating Chick-fil-A at the moment. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. What's she order? Last week, the question was... How to tell the difference? How can you tell the difference between a male and female Pikachu? That was the first question. And then the second question, I'll look it up. But I know the first question was, how do you tell the difference between a male and female Pikachu? Today we're going to give you 2 questions. And these 2 questions I will remember because I have them written down. The first one is, what is Pokemon short for? I'll make it up this weekend. You don't have to respond to that shit. It's like, let me hide from the camera. What camera? The gender symbol? No, I'll give you the answer. It's its tail. Because remember, I'm only giving you these answers in the streams. You can't tell me when I give out these questions at the end of it, you're not going to know. So the only way you can tell the difference between a male and female Pikachu is its tail. A male Pikachu is the shape, tail is the shape of a thunderbolt. A female Pikachu is a heart. So yes. And Pokemon is short for pocket monster. I'm pretty sure you knew that. If you didn't, I don't know what to tell you. And here's a question from last week. Just an update. Satoshi Tajiri was inspired to create Pokemon by. What inspired Tajiri to create Pokemon? And I'm going to give you the answer. The answer is bug collecting. So remember those 3 things I told you. I'll give you the other question that we asked last week. I got to go through the stream again, but I had the other questions written down. So at the end of the Pokemon 101, after our 5 sessions, we are going to throw trivia questions. And you hope you know them. Also, if anybody still plays Pokemon Go, I suggest hopping back into it because there's a big deal with the shinies right now, and we're about to do a lot of raids. So in the Discord, we also have a whole Pokemon section. If you're interested, you can follow our Pokemon section. You can throw up your Pokemon Go information, or you can even throw up your Nintendo Switch not account information, but at least your tag information, so we can all join. We still do play Pokemon. We play Pokemon very frequent. Right now he's playing Pokemon Coliseum. I still play Pokemon Sword and Shield. I have all the Pokemon actually. I'm about to go back to Black and White too. So any Pokemon you want to talk about, we do it. We are very heavy into it, which is wild. We also recommend, if you are calm down, Mach. Sorry, my dog is jumping.
No jumping.
Calm down, boy.
People outside.
We also recommend, if you guys are enjoying our Pokemon streams, we also do them every Sunday. We play Pokemon. Right now we're playing Pokemon Leaf Green. So on our retro channel, we're going through Pokemon Leaf Green. Then after Pokemon Leaf Green, we're probably going to go to Soul Silver. I'm working on finding out the way to get that through my DS, but I do have Soul Silver. After Soul Silver, yeah, you already know, Omega Ruby. Then after Omega Ruby, hopefully Diamond and Pearl Remake is dropped, and we will be streaming Diamond and Pearl Remake. So we're working our way to that. Then after Diamond and Pearl, you already know Black and White 2, blah, blah, blah. We're going the whole way. So thank you guys for joining us. Dave is saving. What is it? It's Wednesday. So Friday Night Fights. We'll be back for that. I don't know what fighting game we're playing. I'm going to find out what people want to do. But we should really fist fight. We have cameras. We could probably do that too. I am down. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care. So we probably be doing that. Shouts out to everybody stop by. Shouts out to all the people lurking. Shouts out to you, Nostromo.
Appreciate y'all.
Shouts out to Andromeda for raiding us. Thank you guys for raiding our channel. Usually we do have the camera on. Today we decided to take the camera off because we wanted to read and be in our pajamas. But thank you guys for joining us. Again,